Hello gamers! Welcome back to another episode of Hubient the Loadout. Today, I'll show more upcoming games for PS5 and other platforms which will be released soon. First on our list is Solar Ash, previously known as Solar Ash Kingdom. It is an adventure platforming game developed by Heart Machine. It will be published by Annapurna Interactive and will be available for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5 in December 2021. Solar Ash is an adventure platforming video game. As Ray attempts to save her planet, the player controls Ray, a void runner trapped in a black hole. She navigates through a three-dimensional, bright neon-colored landscape, while avoiding obstacles and attacking enemies with a sword. Alex Preston, the lead developer of the game, stated that combat is secondary and that movement is more important. This was the essence of the game's vision: control traversal, the environment you are moving through, and all the spectacle. It's overwhelming in scale and makes you feel small and insignificant in every way. Combat is almost intermingled with the traversal. Second on our list is Little Devil Inside. Neostream Interactive has just released Little Devil Inside, an action-adventure video game. The game's single-player and co-operative multiplayer modes both follow the professional and personal lives of explorers searching for monsters and supernatural events in a 19th century-inspired world. It is expected to be released on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Windows, as well as Xbox One and Nintendo Switch later. Little Devil Inside is an action-adventure video game that allows third-person role-playing. It also features survival combat elements. Neostream Interactive, the game's developers, has described its survival elements as rather simple in comparison to other survival games. They stated that the game is not about how long you can survive within a particular environment, but rather about taking a journey for a mission and surviving the whole time. Neostream Interactive, the game's developers, have described in-game survival elements as harvesting water from cacti and chopping wood to build a fire. They also describe it as not about how long you can survive in a certain environment, instead describing it as taking a trip for a mission and surviving during the process. Although the overall map can be accessed, players cannot fast-forward their travel to these locations. They must instead take control of their transportation during the journey and respond to events such as encounters with NPCs, overcoming obstacles such as a flock of sheep, or being ambushed by enemies. Next on our list is Five Nights at Freddy's: Security Breach. It is an upcoming 2021 non-linear survival horror video game developed by Steel Wool Studios and published by Scott Games. It is the 8th main installment in the Five Nights at Freddy's series, and the 13th game overall, taking place after the events of Five Nights at Freddy's: Help Wanted. The game is scheduled to be released on December 16, 2021 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5, while ports for other platforms may be released at least 3 months later. Unlike most other installments in the franchise, the game takes place in a mall, while other installments typically take place in a pizzeria. The player controls Gregory, a young boy who is trapped in a shopping mall full of murderous animatronics. He must complete many missions in order to escape. You will encounter animatronics throughout the mall, including Glamrock Freddy and Glamrock Chica, as well as Montgomery Gator and Roxanne Wolf. Sunnydrop is his nighttime counterpart Moondrop. Giant Music Man is also present. Vanny, a female dressed in a rabbit costume and serving as an enemy, will be encountered by the player. Staff bots, which are employee robots, can also alert enemies to Gregory's position if they spot him. In the mall, a security guard named Vanessa can also be found. The night will bring out the worst in enemies, so players must adjust to the environment to survive. Gregory can run to avoid Vanny or the animatronics, and throw objects to distract them. Running is a drain on stamina. If it's low, Gregory won't be able to move fast. To avoid being caught, some confrontations will require strategy. Gregory carries a flashlight that can be used to see in darkness, and a device called the Foz Watch on his wrist. This allows him to access the camera system and mission information, as well as his location in the mall. The flashlight and watch are limited in power and must be charged frequently. Two types of weapons can temporarily stun enemies, the Phos Cam and the Fast Blaster. Although the Phos Cam is able to stun all enemies within its range, it can only be used for a short time before needing to recharge. Although the Fast Blaster has more power than the Phascam, it is much harder to use. Well, that's it for now, gamers. Hope you feel excited about the upcoming games that Hubient prepared for you. Be sure to subscribe to get the latest updates from this channel. I'll see you again in the next episode of the Loadout.